the woman who refused to die until her enemy apologized. An unforgettable tale of pride, pain, and a grudge that spanned over 50 years. Chapter 1, The Woman They Couldn't Bury. The villagers of Ndume had seen many strange things, but never had they seen a woman refuse to die. Mama Ebere, 94 years old, lay in a small room with a weak heart and faded voice. The doctor had said she would pass in 48 hours. That was 2 weeks ago. Still, she breathed, slowly, painfully, but she refused to go.
"Why is she still here?" her son, Okonkwo, asked the nurse. "She's waiting for something," the nurse whispered. "Or someone."
Chapter 2, a name she refused to forget. In her final moments, Mama Ebere kept saying one name over and over again. Amarachi! Not with love, not with regret, but with the kind of bitterness that turned water into poison. "Until Amarachi apologizes," she said through cracked lips, "I will not close my eyes." No one knew what Amarachi had done. All they knew was that Mama Ebere hadn't spoken to the woman in over 50 years. Even when Amarachi passed her in the market, Mama Ebere would hiss and say, "One day she will come crawling." No one believed her. Now, on her deathbed, she demanded it. Chapter 3, 50 Years of Silence. When Mama Ebere was a young woman, she and Amarachi were best friends. They fetched water together, went to the same church, even wore matching lace to village weddings. But one rainy season in 1973, something happened. "Amarachi stole my life," Mama Ebere had once said. "She stole my future, my peace, and my husband." Some say Amarachi was chosen to marry the man Ebere loved. Others say she spread a lie that ruined Ebere's standing in the women's group. No one knew the full truth. The two women never spoke again, and now one of them was dying. Chapter 4, The Family Meeting. In the compound, Okonkwo called the elders. "My mother refuses to go," he said, "and she says she won't leave this earth until Amarachi apologizes." The elders shook their heads. "It's spiritual," one said. "You can't force forgiveness." "But what if we bring Amarachi here?" another asked. The air tensed. Would she come? Would she even want to? Chapter 5, Finding Amarachi. Amarachi was 89 years old, still sharp, still proud. She lived alone near the riverbank with her dogs and her Bible. When Okonkwo visited, she stared at him for a long time before saying, "So she's still bitter?" "She's dying. Let her die." Okonkwo bowed his head. "She said she can't leave until you apologize." Amarachi's lips tightened. She stood slowly, picked up her cane, and said, "Then let her wait." Chapter 6, The Village Whispers. The story spread quickly. From one pepper seller to the next, from the palm wine tapper to the school teacher. Mama Ebere is holding on to life because of a 50-year-old grudge. Children started whispering her name like a ghost story. She's the woman who refused to die. Some admired her strength. Others feared her spirit. But most just wanted to know, what had Amarachi done that was so terrible? Chapter 7, A Message in the Wind. That night, Amarachi had a dream. She saw a room full of fire. In the middle was Ebere lying in bed, eyes glowing, saying, "I can't go unless you come." When Amarachi woke up, she felt cold. She stood at her door and whispered to the wind, "What if she's right?" Chapter 8, The Visit. The next morning, Amarachi put on her finest wrapper, tied her scarf, and walked, yes, walked to Ebere's compound. Women carrying firewood stopped in shock. "She's going there? After 50 years?" Ebere's son opened the door. Amarachi walked inside. Ebere, eyes closed, whispered, "She's here." Chapter 9, The Confrontation. Silence. For a full minute, neither woman spoke. Then Ebere opened her eyes and rasped, "You're late." Amarachi stared. "You said I stole your husband." "You did." "He chose me." "You whispered lies." "You were the one who spread my secrets." "You laughed at my shame." "You betrayed me first." The room boiled with decades of pain. Tears rolled from both their eyes, but no one moved. "I came to say I'm sorry," Amarachi whispered at last. Ebere's breathing slowed. "Not like that," she said. "Say it from your soul." Chapter 10. The Apology. Aralachi knelt. "I'm sorry for everything. For what I did. For what you believe I did. For not fixing it sooner. I was young, proud, afraid. But I never stopped remembering our friendship." Ebere closed her eyes. For a moment she was 20 again, carrying calabash, laughing with Amarachi by the stream. "I forgive you," she whispered. Then, silence. Chapter 11. The Shock. But Ebere didn't die. Not immediately. She opened her eyes again and whispered, "One more thing. You must tell the truth to my family." "What truth?" Amarachi asked, voice shaking. "You know," Ebere said. Chapter 12. The Real Secret. The truth spilled like broken palm wine. Amarachi revealed that Ebere was pregnant when her fiancé left her, and it wasn't Amarachi's fault. The man had been married in another town. Amarachi found out and told the village women to protect her friend. But Ebere thought she had done it to destroy her reputation. For decades, she believed a lie. Amarachi had tried to help, but pride, silence, and pain buried the truth. Chapter 13. The Release. When Amarachi told the story, Okonkwo broke down in tears. "You protected her? All these years she hated you, and you were innocent." "I was scared. The village believed what it wanted." Ebere reached out her frail hand and placed it over Amarachi's. And then, peacefully, silently, she took her final breath. Chapter 14. The Funeral of Peace. At Mama Ebere's funeral, Amarachi sat in the front row. People whispered, but no one dared question it. "She earned that seat," the priest said. "Forgiveness brought her here." And when they lowered the coffin, a soft wind blew, and some say they heard laughter in it. Not evil, but gentle, as if two girls were walking together again, finally at peace. Chapter 15. The Legacy. Years later, Okonkwo would often say, "My mother didn't teach me how to cook or how to farm, but she taught me one thing. Never carry a grudge into your grave. It will make you heavy." And in Ndume, the tale of the woman who refused to die until her enemy apologized became legend.